everybody, we're Pop Couple. Hi everyone, we're Pop Couple. I'm James.
And I'm Lisa.
And we want to talk about SDCC. Why not?
Why not?
It is, officially starting
Today.
Oh, right, because we got preview night today. Mm-hmm. And then tomorrow is the first day for basically everything else.
Yes.
And so we want to talk a little bit about the pops that are coming out.
Indeed. Kind of predictions.
Yeah, kind of our predictions on what at each store will be the popular items. And that's not to say that we don't think the other things won't sell well.
Right.
Just if we had to gauge on what was going to sell first, what we think is going to sell first.
Right.
Some of these we're not as familiar with, the TV show, the anime, whatever it is. So that might have a little bit of bearing on what we might select. But that's okay. It's just our prediction, and yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So, real quick, here is a picture of all of the available pops, as far as we know, anyway.
To date.
At SDCC. Wow.
CC.
Yeah. So we got this off of Funko Pop News. Here you go. All right. So that's everything available. We're going to go chunk by chunk, store by store. So we will cut it out. We'll put it right here. And we'll talk about them.
Yep.
So who do you want to start with, Lisa?
Let's start with Funko Shop.
Funko Shop. So Funko Shop, I will be honest, I'm not necessarily crazy about anything from Funko Shop.
And this is the first time.
Yes. And that's not to say that there's not something I wouldn't get from Funko Shop.
Fair enough.
But typically, the last few times Funko Shop's had something, there's been a bundle, I've been willing to get the bundle.
Right.
I am not really willing to spend the money on the bundle this time because there's maybe 3 things out of there that I would want.
There's 15 items in the Funko Shop this time. So, the Batman, the Toucan, Sigmund, Puffin Stuff, the Vegan Police, Quisp and Quake, the Banana Split Pez, the Toucan Pez, Baby Puss, Lazy Luke, Hoppy the Hopperoo, and Sergeant Blast. I know who the Banana Splits are solely because of SDCC last year. Before that, I had no clue who they were. We have 2 of the pops, which we don't want to keep.
Right.
So I don't have attention of that. I don't like the Toucan design.
However, I think the Toucan's kind of cool, especially when it's one of those where it's the mascot of SDCC.
Right.
I think it looks decent. It looks pretty cool. So that's one of the ones that I would be willing to try and get.
Gotcha.
Again, not necessarily a must-have,
right?
But I would be willing to jump on Funko Shop and be like, let me see if I can get the Toucan.
Okay. Batman, we don't collect DC.
No, and so this Batman,
it has an SDCC bag.
Yeah, to me, we don't collect Batman anyway, so maybe that's part of the reason. I don't want a Batman holding an SDCC bag. No. That's just me. Again, I know that some people really love Batman, and they will definitely be going for it, and that is absolutely cool. Just not my cup of tea.
Yeah, and Vegan Police. So that one, we'll make our prediction in a second, but we don't collect Scott Pilgrim. So in that case, I know there's people that do. That's just not for us. And the majority of the older stuff that's in here also is stuff that we didn't have like a frame of reference for. So our predictions from Funko Shop though, so there were 3 from the Funko Shop that we think will go the first or the fastest.
Right.
Be the most popular. So Batman, we think is gonna go number 1.
Right.
Number 2 we think will be
the Toucan. And
the 3rd will be the Vegan Police. Everything else, I predict, will be sitting in the Funko Shop.
Right.
Meaning you could probably go over to Funko Shop a couple days later and it'll be in the regular shop in comparison to the exclusive portion.
Right.
They have not yet released, as of when we filmed this, when Funko Shop is going to drop. So it could be Thursday, it could be Friday. So stay tuned to IG would be my recommendation on that. So top 3, Batman, Toucan, Vegan Police. That's what our predictions are from the Funko Shop. Fastest and better value, I guess we'd say. Next row we've got would be from
Toy Tokyo.
Yes, and in Toy Tokyo we have
Ultraman.
We've got Kato.
We've got the 3 different Rat Finks.
And I don't know his real name, but I said
Peter
Pez
Pez.
guy. I was like, Pez guy.
Peter Pez.
So Toy Tokyo is always really difficult. So if you want Toy Tokyo, number one thing I will tell you is don't buy it immediately during the con.
Right.
So people that are able to get through the Funko Shop are able to purchase it at the con. It's gonna be going for a lot. I mean, if you're a diehard and you have to have it, be prepared to spend some bucks.
Right.
But it is possible to get the Toy Tokyo items after the fact, and I'll guarantee that these Toy Tokyo items will end up with mystery boxes galore in the next couple months.
Yes.
We made that mistake.
We did.
Last SDCC? Or NYCC?
I think it was NYCC because...
We needed that biggie.
Yeah.
And we spent way too much money on it, and we got it, and it had a dent in it to begin with. From shipping, and then after the fact, since then we've received 4 or 5 of them just in mystery boxes, and still are stuck with a few of them.
Yeah.
So even though Toy Tokyo is popular, I would wait. They don't have a designated release date. There'll be rumors saying they aren't going to do it, and yada yada. They're going to do it.
Yes.
There will be a bundle within a month of SDCC where Toy Tokyo will put it on their website. It is a pain because they don't give you exact times. And you have to be a lurker on their website, but it's possible to get it.
Right.
So, but like I said, if you want to guarantee yourself one, just prepare to spend a lot of money on those.
Yeah. So with these, Ultraman, I know that it's an old, I remember anime.
Yes.
The pop is cool because it is all glow in the dark and everything.
It is glow in the dark.
Again, it's one that I would take. It's not the one that I'm going to really push to go out of my way to get.
No.
Kato, I mean,
The last Kato didn't sell either.
right. I mean, I used to watch the reruns of Green Hornet. I thought it was a pretty cool show and everything, but I don't think it has enough of a following.
I feel like it should have been a specialty series pop instead of an SDCC pop.
Well,
That's
the
just
other
my
thing
opinion.
though too, I wonder if it has anything to do with because Kato was also played by Bruce Lee. So
Okay.
I don't know if that will have any bearing. I don't think it will.
I think so. It wasn't that big the last time they did a Kato pop.
Yeah. The Rat Finks now. So the Rat Finks, there's a lot of people who may not necessarily be as familiar with Rat Fink.
Me.
I think Rat Fink is cool. It had a lot, he had a lot to do with the old hot rods and everything. I think they're cool. I would like to get all 3. But I will be patient about it. Wait, hopefully for the Toy Tokyo drop.
Yes.
Outside of that, be hoping to pick them up in mystery boxes if we can't get the Toy Tokyo drop. But the Rat Finks are ones that I really, really do want.
Yeah.
And then the last one, there's the Peter Pez. I think the Peter Pez is cool too. Again, being kind of a Pez mascot. But again, one of those, while I want it, again, I'll wait. I'm going to be patient, just like we're going to encourage all you guys to do.
Yeah.
So our top 3, we'll say, well, kind of 3.
Yeah.
For Toy Tokyo, we think
The set.
So the 3 Rat Finks are going to probably be the
1.
most popular.
Yeah.
After that, we're going with Ultraman.
Yeah.
And then the Peter Pez.
Yeah.
So this is just our guess. This is
Right.
what we think. Some of it's based on what we really want.
Right.
Some of it's based on what we've been seeing and hearing.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Next one we have is Amazon, and there's only 3 pops at Amazon. We've got Green Chrome Boba Fett. We've got Chuckles from Toy Story 4, and the Black Cauldron pops Taran?
I think it's Terran.
Taran and Horned King.
Yeah.
So these have already dropped on Amazon pre-orders, so you could have already bought these ones with the shared stickers.
Right.
In terms of con pops though, I think Boba Fett is gonna be huge.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's when we talk about Batman in a few minutes, it's becoming the same thing where there's blue chrome, there's gold chrome, now there's green chrome. I'm sure there'll be red chrome, or there already is red chrome of some of them.
Yeah,
So,
not a Boba Fett
not
yet,
Boba
but
Fett
yeah.
yet. But yeah, just one of those, they're kind of killing it with the chrome. But between those 3 pops, we do think that the green chrome Boba Fett is going to be the top out of those 3 in terms of desirability and value. I mean, I do and I don't like when they did the Star Wars celebration, they had the difference in the chrome. So the blue
Right.
is if you went, the gold is if you didn't. Here it's green no matter who you are, or where you bought it from, which is good.
It's just a sticker.
It's just a sticker, but as we all know, stickers do mean more money.
Yes.
If it's the right sticker.
Yes.
And we'll talk about that in a second when it comes to the first to market pop.
Yes.
After Amazon, we have Target.
So Target amazingly only has two pops. Both of them, I think they'll be popular. I don't think they're going to be out of control popular.
No.
Teen Wolf, I love that movie.
Should have been flocked.
It should have been flocked. That would have made a big difference,
Right.
actually, in our prediction or opinion on it.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop us from trying to get both of these, the Teen Wolf and the Zoolander Merman. I think they're both cool. They're both movies that I always liked. So I do want them both. Again, to be honest, I don't think the Target ones are going to be crazy. I think, again, it'll be one of those, initially it might be a little crazy to get them, but there will likely be a re-release after the initial drop, and you'll be able to find them on the shelves.
I think more people are going to be excited about the metallic 2-pack of Sprout and Green Giant that's on the 21st.
Yes.
And the flocked Bullseye that's supposed to be on August 2nd in comparison to lining up at Target for these on SDCC.
Right.
I don't
agree.
see it happening.
I agree.
I see them selling, but I don't see people going crazy. So we don't have any tops for this one. We just think they're just going to be there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Next shop is Walgreens. They have one pop, which will not be at their store. This is only online for Walgreens. And that is Wong from Doctor Strange, correct?
I think, yes, it's Doctor Strange, but I think this is
Avengers?
from the Avengers, technically speaking. He's cool. I will say this, because it'd be cooler if his discs were glow in the dark or something like that. I think that would make this a more desirable pop.
Yeah.
It's not a bad pop. It's just
whatever.
It's a Marvel pop.
Yeah. I think it'll sell. I don't think it's going to be great. If you're going to buy it from Walgreens, be prepared that it's going to come damaged in shipping.
Yeah.
They don't release these in stores, so don't bother. You have to buy this online. If you're going to get it at the con, again, I mean, obviously sticker is going to be worth more at some point. I don't think this is going to be a high value pop though.
No.
So, next we have Bait, which has one pop, which is not new. So
I don't think it's new.
I don't understand why that's happening.
Yeah, it's the gold Bruce Lee
and the flying kick.
man, the flying kick. Do I want it? Yes, I do want it. Just because I don't have it yet.
It's rumored also that it's going to be at a different booth. Like it's not even going to be at the Funko booth either.
Gotcha.
But it was already released overseas, so there already are these floating around everywhere. So
this is just the official U.S. release. I guess,
I'm just
really
not sure. I don't know. It's the kind of the same thing. It's Bruce Lee. They're making the same pop over and over with different paint.
Yeah.
So, do I think it's going to be super popular? No. Do I think it'll sell though? Somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a top on our list, but it's okay. We got Walmart.
So, I would say the big thing with Walmart is you've got the Big Bang Theory, the, 5 in
DC.
Halloween costumes, and they all happen to be DC Halloween costumes.
Yes.
I know that Walmart already dropped this online.
Last
People
week.
are already getting them.
All damaged.
A lot of them are already damaged because that's the way Walmart ships.
Yeah.
They just don't take as much care as I think a lot of us collectors would like to see in shipping pops. I think those 5 will be popular.
Yes.
A lot of people really like Big Bang. There's already some Con Big Bang pops that are popular.
6 years ago,
the Star Trek ones where they're teleporting. So I think these 5 as a grouping will be relatively popular.
Right. Sheldon is always usually the most popular.
Right.
Out of the 5. So if you couldn't get all 5, but you could get 1 or 2, I'd recommend getting Sheldon. Just because that's probably going to be one of the higher value ones out of the 5 if you're looking for value versus collectability factor. We don't really collect Big Bang.
No.
We did not try to buy it online from Walmart. I don't really have any intention of trying to buy this one.
No.
I think we're passing, but Also at Walmart, if you saw in the picture, the Fortnite llama, there's a Big Bang t-shirt pack, and there's a Flash t-shirt pack. None of those we will be buying either.
No.
But our predictions from Walmart are going to be the 5.
Yeah, the Big Bang 5.
I think Sheldon being number 1 out of those. So that's Walmart. Entertainment Earth.
Entertainment Earth. What do we got from Entertainment Earth? We've got the Jaws eating Quint and Man Thing.
Not too excited.
I'm not looking for either of these. Jaws is kind of all of a sudden just being
super
overdone in my opinion.
And the pops are huge.
Yeah. And
the shark pop actually is huge.
Yeah. And Man Thing, there's just no interest for us.
It's ugly.
So, and you're kind of going to hear this continually from us. We've already heard a little bit. I will say this. Thankfully for our wallets, there's not a ton that we feel like we really need.
There's like 12 or 14 we want.
Right.
From the list.
And it's even smaller on the ones that we're really actively going to be trying to get. The other ones are more of a, if we can get it, cool. If not, we'll probably find it later and we're not going to cry about it.
Probably will. That's what you have to realize is you are going to find these later.
Yeah.
Some of these will be sitting on the shelf in 2021. Let's be real.
Yes.
If you walk into some Box Lunches and Hot Topics right now, you're going to find exclusives from 2017 San Diego Comic-Con that no one wanted.
Yep.
And they're just sitting there. So it is going to happen to at least a number of these pops.
And I don't know that I would say nobody wanted. I think it was just there was more product than more supply than demand.
Right. Well, that's true. That's how it works if it's left there. So
right.
The other rumor for Entertainment Earth at the con is that Flocked Bullseyes Flocked Bullseye, Target Flocked Bullseye is supposed to be at the con. I don't know if this is true. I've read it on Instagram a number of times. I'll walk by for sure just to take a gander and see if there's anything going on at Entertainment Earth. Sometimes they do sell Target pops, so there's always the possibility, but it shouldn't actually release to Target until August 2nd.
Right.
So maybe some people at the con will get lucky and get it early, or maybe it's just a hoax. You never know.
Right.
So after Entertainment Earth, we've got Barnes & Noble.
Okay, Barnes & Noble. So Barnes & Noble, we've got the Gold Demogorgon, we've got, Astronaut Snoopy basically. I think it's Pating from Doctor Who, not really Whovians here. Rita Skeeter, Nagini in her human form, and Bean from Enchanted.
Yes.
Here, Harry Potter, absolutely. Rita Skeeter, Nagini will definitely be going after.
However, knowing Barnes & Noble, we had this discussion. They'll be sitting there after the con too, if you're looking for a shared. So I would not fret over those two.
Yes.
I can't remember a con Harry Potter pop that like you couldn't get the next day or the day after that. Like the 3-pack just from ECCC was still sitting there. The Hermione Granger from New York Comic Con was still sitting there. Like, so they have a lot of them. So that's another one. If you're buying a shared, don't pay extra because you're gonna find it at Barnes & Noble.
Right. Enchanted, Bean. I don't
know much about that.
I've watched some of it. I don't know that it's a popular enough show that that's going to be a crazy one. I could be very wrong. So, I mean, we'll see on that. The Gold Demogorgon, it's one of those, some of the Stranger Things collectors will definitely be grabbing it up. Again, I think you're going to be seeing plenty on the shelves later on.
Snoopy, though, is a little iconic, so I think people will buy Snoopy.
Right.
Just to have in their collection.
I think the team will probably see plenty of.
Yeah, I think that one's going to hang out.
Again, I know that there's lots of Whovians out there who really love Doctor Who stuff. I just don't see that one really going anywhere. Yeah. So for Barnes & Noble, our top guess is going to be Snoopy will probably be the more desired one.
Right.
And again, some of this we're also thinking more at the con too.
Right.
So if you're trying to go through the booth at the con, which is all lottery, that Snoopy's going to be one of the ones that will sell out faster, especially if you're looking at the ones from Barnes & Noble.
Right.
The other ones that we believe will be faster from Barnes & Noble too will be the 2 Harry Potters. Again, that's just because Harry Potter has such a huge following. and these are two that they haven't done yet. There's
Right.
no Rita Skeeter out there.
There's
no
a
Nagini.
mini.
Oh, there's a mini.
There's a mini that looks exactly the same as Rita Skeeter,
Right.
but not a pop.
Right. So
So
that's our Barnes & Noble
Yep.
prediction.
next, one pop at PX exclusives. It is another Pickle Rick, and it glows in the dark. And I don't know about you, but there is enough Pickle Ricks out there. I don't need a glowing one in my house. We don't collect Rick and Morty, so we will not be looking for Pickle Rick. I am sure this will sell, but I do not predict that this is going to go crazy.
Right.
It's another pickle in a
Yes.
box
Yeah.
that glows when you turn off the lights. So it's a pickle night light. So, Hot Topic. So there are 11 pops at Hot Topic this time, so a lot.
So Hot Topic usually gets quite a few. It's one of the popular pop hunting
Yes.
places to go anyway. So we'll go through the list real quick.
So we got Gamora,
We got the red chrome Vegeta,
Sabrina the Teenage Witch,
Fox,
Hellboy,
Flocked
yeah,
Fox,
the 5-star of Hellboy,
the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Asuka,
Oh yeah, yes. Cisco, who's from The Flash.
Flash, yeah, Mr. Prickle Pants.
Minerva,
No, that was Mira.
or Mira?
Hold on, there's a Minerva on here.
Oh, sorry. I was in the wrong one. Oh, Mira. Yes, sorry. Mira from Dark Crystal.
Minerva's at GameStop.
Right, I got, yeah.
And then Ruby Rose, who I don't know where she's from, but she has.
She's an anime.
Okay, there you go.
Anime character.
RWB,
RWB, yeah.
whatever that thing
yeah.
is. Don't even know what it stands for, but there you go. So there's a lot here.
So let's
my
just say,
list.
again, Dragon Ball is pretty much always a popular
Yes.
one. So Red Chrome Vegeta is going to move.
Yeah.
I think that this, so we're at that where we're going to talk about a little bit anyway on the chromes, and there being just
A lot.
too many of the variants of the exact same pop in chrome colors. People who love Vegeta are going to go get it.
Yes.
It's,
That's just
people
how
who
it
love
is.
Dragon Ball Z, they're going to go get it. It's one that, again, do I foresee it selling out quickly at Hot Topic initially?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Same with the con.
It will, however, I think
It's
in
gonna
the
drop
end
in
it'll
value.
end up being very similar to the gold and blue chrome,
Yep.
where it starts out really high and popular and it wanes.
Yeah. I am surprised, and we did talk about this not when we were making our list, but before, is that for the last 2 years, the Vegetas have been at Toy Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first year it will not have a Toy Tokyo sticker,
Right.
which I think did give some additional value to it, because it's not just a regular shared sticker, it was a Toy Tokyo sticker on
Right.
a lot of them. And those, like the gold chrome got hyped, went up to like 120, 130. We
Right.
got one, we sold it then, or traded, excuse me, we didn't sell it, we traded.
We traded,
Pops. And then it dumped to $40.
Yeah.
So the blue chrome did the exact same thing. I got one off the Toy Tokyo drop last year. I traded it right away just to get something I wanted. And then this year with red chrome, I mean, unless you're going through the Funko Shop at the con, that's the only way you're gonna get the con sticker. Otherwise it'll be a Hot Topic sticker.
Yeah.
But I still think it's gonna be, we think that's number 1 from the Hot Topic list.
Right.
In terms of desirability and how quickly it's gonna go. And then we think that Fox is gonna be number 2.
Yeah.
So, the other pops, I mean, I don't know. I didn't recognize Gamora. Like, that's really ugly.
It's like I want to say it's like first time seeing Gamora, like from way in the comics.
Okay.
So that's why she looks a little
Gotcha.
different. So
5 stars never sell. So those aren't,
really, no.
no, you'll see 5 stars from all the other cons still sitting on shelves. So that one's gonna be there. And then some of the other ones, like the Disney ones, I think will go, but I don't think they'll be the highest.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Now, one thing I do want to say, because we have talked about values a little bit, we're not going after value for these. We're just making commentary on what we've seen happen with some of the values.
Right.
And some of that's, again, to say, be patient if you don't get it right away. That there's a good chance you're going to be able to get it later
Yep.
at a decent price,
Right.
much less than what it's selling for right there at the con
Yeah.
or con time. So that's the only reason we're really mentioning
Right.
value. We're not saying that you should get it to try and flip it or
No.
anything. If you want to, that's on you. There's nothing wrong with it. That's part of what we do with collectibles.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's why we're talking about some values too.
Right. Well, and in all reality, con stickered pops are always going to be worth a little more, at least a little more than a shared sticker one. So, whether people like to admit it or not, the sticker does matter. You can hate me or not hate me for making that statement, but if you look at anything on Funko at PPG, etc., if it has one different sticker, it's going to be worth more or it's going to be worth less.
Right.
Same with boxes. If you got the red box versus the blue box, again, whatever it is, there are differences that make things more desirable, and people are willing to pay more money for it. So Blizzard is next. And unfortunately, we don't know who the other character in Blizzard is.
I know it's Reinhardt. I can't think of the other character's name.
I don't
play Overwatch enough to... Well, I haven't played
Sean
Overwatch since
and
beta.
Brian probably know it.
Yeah, I haven't played Overwatch since beta. So, these, I mean, with your Overwatch collectors, will be popular.
Right.
I don't see them being overly popular with anybody else.
There's a ton of Reinhardts out there to begin with. None of them have great value. They're all huge pops.
Yeah.
So, like the 6-inch stuff. So, next we've got BoxLunch.
So, BoxLunch.
4 pops.
4 pops. We've got another Dragon Ball. So, again, we will say that one will probably be popular when it's the Gotenks Ghosts.
Yes.
I know a lot of people are excited about that one just because it's something a little different from Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
So you've got Gotenks Ghost.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, the Forrest Gump when he's running with the beard and all that kind of stuff.
The Up 2-pack.
And the Moana boat.
Yeah. So, prediction-wise from these ones, Gotenks is number 1 in BoxLunch.
Yeah.
That's going to go quickly. People are going to line up for that one. We also think the Up 2-pack is going to be extremely popular and go relatively fast.
Yes.
However, from what we've been told, BoxLunch has a ton of them.
Yes.
We were in one the other day. We spoke to someone, and the individual let us know that there were boxes upon boxes of them in the back. So basically, this individual told us, don't worry, you're probably not going to have a problem if you are going to buy a shared, getting a shared, because they have a ton. I don't know if that's every BoxLunch. It just happened to be the one we went to the other day. But one of those things, those would be, I'd say, the first 2 things that are going to go. The Moana boat's cute and all, but it's going to be sitting on the shelves.
Yeah. It's bigger.
It'll go on sale, and you can get it at a better price.
Yes. So, and then Forrest Gump. I mean, the Forrest Gump ones, I know they're decently popular. Again, will it sell? Absolutely. Do I think it's going to be a crazy seller? No. Probably not.
No. The SDCC pops. Cons.
Right. So we've got what is it? Louis Blue Raspberry, who is the Otter
1K.
Pop. That one's a 1K.
The girl, I don't know who she is.
Yeah, I'm not sure, and
I know that it's been out there. I don't know who it is.
It's one of those that we just can't remember, and we were trying to find it. We couldn't find it.
I don't know.
So, is what it is.
And so those 2 are at the con. So here's our prediction about the Louis Blue. People at the con who are buying it are only buying it to sell it. They're not buying it to keep it, and not all, but at least half, I would assume.
Yes.
And reason being is because the online prices for the 1Ks are gonna be astronomical compared to everything else.
Yes.
So even though this pop, in our opinion, is not the greatest, and that wouldn't have been my choice forever for a 1K, nor do I want to own this pop, you're gonna spend $180, $200 plus to get one of these.
And we're saying this from our experience at ECCC, where
and just looking at prices in the past from other cons. So like the last year's Deadpool glitter cheerleader, right? That was a 1K from SDCC of last year, and that one easy started at $200.
Right.
Right when the con hit.
Right.
Well, and maintained.
That one maintained.
At 200. So
although Green Sour Patch Kid has
is at 185. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, we can speak from some experience, is the fact that we were at ECCC. To be honest, we didn't have a problem getting a Green Sour Patch Kid. It did not sell out before the general line at ECCC went through, I don't think, any day.
No. But SDCC is
SDCC
different.
will be different. I do understand that.
Yeah.
Especially because there's no general line.
Right.
So
you have a lot of spot or you don't have a lot of spot.
Right. and I think it's one of those that towards the end of the day, whatever the last lotto line going through is, there will probably still be some of these left. They'll be picking them up, and again, some of them will absolutely be just to sell them.
Right. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
So,
and then other ones, so if you attend the Conan show, which I don't have tickets. I know people who have tickets, but I don't have tickets. They have 4 Conans: Iron Man, Pennywise, Woody, and Jon Snow versions of Conan. Another one where someone's already asked us, like, how do you get it? How do you get it? I'm like, well, you can only get it if you go to the show and you're a member of the audience. Or they do like random lotteries online during SDCC, which 1 in a million chance, I'm sure. Our recommendation, if you do really, really, really want one of these, is wait like 3 to 6 months. They will average out, if you look at all the past ones, the average 40 to 50.
Right.
Obviously, there's ones that are higher, 100, 200 plus, but most average 40 to 50.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't go wallet crazy and buy Pennywise for $300 the day of, because you're going to regret it in a couple months.
And these will definitely show up in mystery boxes
they
as
for
well.
Sure will.
If you're into the whole mystery box game.
Yes.
So
then
here's the big one that we want to talk about, especially with sticker.
Yes.
So the first to market Sith Trooper. So this one, my guess is it will probably likely be similar to the unmasked Darth Vader, where it will end up being a common pop.
It is going to be. It already said it's going to be a common pop.
It will be a common pop. But because you've got this sticker, it'll be worth about $100, where the common pop will be
10.
Common price. Which, shocker, right? So, and I'm talking about that looking from some history on the first to markets. Like I said, the unmasked Vader. The only difference is that sticker, but that sticker makes basically $90 worth of difference to people.
Yes.
I would go with some collectors.
Right?
Because
they
want
we are.
that one sticker. And that's one of the reasons why some people say, well, you don't collect stickers, you collect pops. Absolutely true. But when it comes time to, if you are deciding that you're selling your pops, you're done collecting, whatever, it will make a difference in what somebody will offer you some of them.
Right.
So,
for sure.
So that one I foresee being a big seller.
Yes.
And one that will, again, for those of you who are worried about value, all that kind of stuff, one that will probably maintain a decent value.
So if you are going to buy one on eBay or whatever, do expect to spend at least $100, is my assumption.
And my guess is probably way more than that initially.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but long term, at least $100.
Yeah.
GameStop is next. GameStop has 10 pops.
Yes.
Because SDCC couldn't do enough pops everywhere else. There's an orange Conan.
The Conan Conan cereal.
Yep. There's a teal chrome Batman, because we're making rainbows.
Yes. Minerva.
Johnny Rico.
McCree.
One of the Rick and Mortys, not sure which one.
Kang and Krotos.
The My Hero Academia deck, skateboard deck.
And Abe Sapien 5-star.
So from these ones, our predictions are the 2 of the things we think will sell pretty quickly. So are all the Batman DC collectors, the DC Batman, the teal one is gonna sell. One of those, I feel like Funko sucks you in, where it's like, oh look, I already have 4 of the colors, I should just buy the 5th. I mean, I don't know how many are actually out, but just throwing that in there, it's like, well, you can't miss one now because you've already started the collection.
Right.
Hence the gold chrome Marvel behind us, where it's like, you start and you might as well keep going. So that one we do believe is going to sell, as well as we've heard a lot of people interested in the Kang and Krotos.
Yes. And one of those, you don't have to be a Simpsons collector to appreciate them and love them. One of those, they're glow in the dark, so that's always a
huge sell
right there. They're aliens, and for people, I would say probably like us, we don't watch a lot of Simpsons. However, I do always enjoy the Treehouse of Terror, which is where you typically see Kang and Krotos. So, with that, again, we think those are going to be a popular set for GameStop.
We think the wild card for this one is going to be Rico.
Yes, The reason we say that, Starship Troopers is a cult favorite movie. I mean,
there haven't been any pops of it yet.
Right. Do I enjoy the movie? Sure, from time to time. I'm not a crazy Starship Trooper person, but I know that there are a lot of people who love those movies, and especially the first one.
Yeah.
So I think that one will probably be a relatively popular one. We'll see.
Yeah. FYE only has 2 things. They've got the opposite Rick Morty, I don't know which one, and the green chrome Yoda.
Yes.
Which we think is going to be popular.
Yep. Green chrome Yoda we think will be popular. It's the right color for Yoda. Anyway.
Right? That makes sense.
And chrome is so in. It's so hot right now.
I know.
Even though I think it's getting a little
old. FYE's site is going to crash.
Yes.
So will GameStop's. GameStop's will not allow you to buy anything when it comes to SDCC drops. So I don't know if you've got one in your area or you know someone who did get lucky and get through online, because I will guarantee you both FYE and for sure GameStop sites will crash.
Yeah.
Happens every year.
Yeah.
Last one we've got is Think Geek.
So
which
Think
is
Geek,
go for it.
Has the Post-it man,
Sticky Note Man, and a Ghostbuster pack, t-shirt pop pack.
Yeah.
I think because it's the 35 year, 50, whatever it is.
Year for Ghostbusters.
And Funko's making a big deal about that. I don't know if this one's gonna be super popular, but I think it'll be popular enough. So
yeah.
I don't think I'd be too worried if we don't have a Think Geek around here, so it's not like we could just go buy it in the store. But I also I'm not worried about that one.
Right.
So
yeah, and the sticky note guy. I mean, we're not really collecting any office space anyway. We know that some people are. Again, I don't really see it going crazy. So yeah. Anyway.
Right.
So that's kind of our predictions. We know that we've been rambling on for quite some time.
If you're still watching, you're a glutton for punishment.
Yes, and thank you.
Right. Well, and Funko's obviously not the only thing at SDCC, so
right.
I do have plans to go to the Fugitive booth to get a bunch of, ideally, a bunch of Tiny Ghosts minis, get some Watermelon Ghosts. There's a booth called UCC, which I want to go get some My Hero Academia keychains for him and buddies. I want to go to Tokidoki. Right now I've only noticed they have a pin, but I'm sure they'll have other stuff. I need to go to Figpin to make sure I get the exclusives there. What was the other one?
Loyal Subjects.
Loyal Subjects. Each day they're dropping a different Loyal Subject figurine. I've got people on the hunt for me on the days that I'm not there already. So there's lots to look at, lots to figure out, lots to plan. So get what you get, and you don't
throw a fit.
Ideally not, but I'm sure I'll throw at least one little one. That's just how it is. So that's where we're at. Sorry this was so long.
Yeah. So I know one thing that will be coming out, so something you can look forward to is once Lisa gets back, we will film whatever haul she's got.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to show off some of the stuff, some of the exclusive stuff that you may not have seen.
Yes.
I'm sure a lot of you probably have seen a lot of the different stuff, but you'll be able to see it here.
My other plan is tonight, so since it's Wednesday, it's preview night, I do have a ticket to preview night. Assuming I have signal, which we'll see how that works. If I have signal, I will go live, walk around, show people what I can show through the exhibit halls, and if you want to join, I don't know what time. Preview night runs from, I believe, 5:30 to 9. So anytime in between 5:30 to 9, after my initial rush to get to the Fugitive booth, then we will figure that out, and to see if there are commoner lines available on preview night for Funko Shop.
Yes.
Because if there are, I will be in it, and if there isn't, then I'll be wandering.
Yep.
So
yeah, so keep your eye out for Pop Couple going live. However, it will be
just
Mrs.
me.
Pop Couple. If that's the case, I may be in chat. You'll probably see my alias in chat if I am. But there we go. So again, thank you if you watched all this. Again, glutton for punishment, but thank you. We do appreciate it. And with that, as always, if you enjoy our videos and you like hanging out with us, please subscribe, hit that like button, and we will see you next time.
Make sure you let us know your predictions too.
Yes.
Because he didn't ask.
Oh yeah, in the comments below.
Rude.
Comments below. Comment. What do you want? What are your predictions? Comment now. Bye.
Bye.